Hi, this is Joy Heartwell, the founder of Empower People Academy, and welcome to this Google Hangout. Today is, I think, in the Philippines, it's January 21st. Now it's January 20 here. Actually, it's January 20 here, 12:34 a.m., and it's probably 2:35 p.m. in the Philippines. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a Google Hangout for like 30 minutes, and then we're going to have to get off the Hangout and do another one so that it'll be easier for Renz to upload this Hangout on Facebook. So what we're going to be talking about today is just a little bit of how Empower People Academy started, ano ba talaga ang Empower People Academy yung goals, and sino ba ang founder ng Empower People Academy, who is behind the Empower People Academy. So, before, ang gusto ko lang is, maybe I will give you guys a chance later to talk about whatever you want to talk about, like introduce yourself or whatever. But let's see. Well, this is just wala siyang format. This is just gonna be we're gonna flow. We'll see how it goes. Meanwhile, I'm going to have to mute everyone kasi naririnig ko yung mga background. I'm going to mute para hindi maingay. And then when I need you to talk, you will be unmuted. So, okay. So let's start with the Empower People Academy founder, and that is Joy Heartwell. I am the founder of Empower People Academy. Yung concept ng Empower People Academy, sa akin lang po siya. Sino ba talaga bumubuo ng Empower People Academy? It's still just Joy Heartwell. Ang style ko po kasi is that because I am based in the States, I wanted to work with people in different countries. And how I do it is I run the business from the States and I want to leverage other people. When I say leverage, I maximize the other people's expertise and I do outsourcing. So right now, ang nangyari is I get people, outsource stuff like my developers are outsourced. They partnered with Empower People Academy, but they're not part of Empower People Academy. Yung mga software developers ko, my programmers are all from UK, Russia, and United States. So that's how I do my business. Even my software development IT company, I outsource it. In India, in the Philippines. So it's just a lot of it's my way of running the business. Because it's not like in the Philippines na madali ka lang mag-form ng corporation and then you just hire experts. Dito kasi sa States, medyo mahal ang labor. Not medyo, but really mahal. But let me talk about myself first. And the reason why I want to talk about myself is that para maintindihan nyo na sino ba talaga si Joy Hartwell? Ano ba talaga ang ginagawa niya sa Amerika? Bakit niya ba ginawa ang Empower People Academy? And I think the reason why I want to do this is that marami tayong mga taong bago lang na nag-register sa Empower People Academy. And karamihan pa rin sa kanila, they don't know who I am, ano bang Empower People Academy. So, let me start by saying, si Joy Hartwell po ay isang Filipina. From the Philippines, of course. I was born in Manila. And I got here in America 2007. I was a special ed teacher. So, in-sponsor ako ng Virginia. They hired me as a special education teacher and nagturo ako sa Prince Edward in Virginia. It's a public school and I handled middle school. Most of my students were grade 5, 6, 7, 8. And Ang experience ko, napaka challenging ang isang special ed teacher. So, yeah, special ed teacher ako, okay? But before ako naging special ed teacher, I was already a computer programmer. So, meron akong computer science background. And then, meron din akong background ng business economics or business management. Graduate ako ng De La Salle University. Sa De La Salle University, I was in the night college scholarship. And yeah, I graduated for medyo madaming courses. So, so I have a computer science. I worked as a programmer. Nung mga panahon kong nasa programming ako, wala pang Windows. So, can you imagine that? But my experience ko sa work is I worked as a project manager. So, in SASTEC Philippines IT. So, my experience there is really has helped me work in an IT company. So, I learned a lot. Sa IT world, you know, I was handling my own production. I have my own programmers. I was handling about 1,000 encoders in-house, and then I was also handling outsourcing the more subcontractors. So I learned and got trained in the project management, IT, and we were doing data conversion at that time. I don't know if you understand what it is, but it's mostly like yung mga hard books and everything, you convert it into digital. So yeah, so my experience is more of computer science, computer programming, project management, and then I finished my business management in La Salle. So that's when I became so obsessed with, not obsessed, but really learned a lot doing feasibility studies, so project studies. I don't get into something that I don't create a project study. So after that, I said to myself, even when I was working in the Philippines, nag-work ako sa call center, nag-work ako sa different, I had a lot of jobs, Ang story ko is at 16, I was already working at the same time living on my own. My personal life, I want it to be very open. I grew up with my grandparents, yung mga lolo at lola ko, nagpakalaki sa akin. My father and my mom, they got separated when I was very young. I never really got to meet my mom. So it's a bit hard because, yeah, iba yung, I never really got to meet her. So pagbalik ko sa Philippines, I plan to kind of like look for her and search for her. Sabi nga ng best friend ko, long time ago, but di na lang sa search. Ano yan? Wish ko lang. Sabi ko, ayokong umiyak in front of the TV and everything. But yeah, I never got to meet my mom. And so at that time, my dad was very young, 17. And then they ended up, separating because bata pa yung mom ko na. I think she was only 14, 15, and then nag-asawa sila, tas parang lumalabas na it wasn't the real marriage. I think, I don't know what really happened. But so, I grew up with my grandparents, and then, so laki ako sa lola at lola. But then, yung father ko had a sister, na pinaka-eldest sister niya, who was married then to an American. So at around 4 or 5, I lived with them and they put me to a good school. I grew up with my grandparents on weekends, and then nandun ako sa aunt and uncle ko na American. And then what happened was I learned a lot from this American uncle. And that's when I really got exposed to the American culture. So basically, I was trained in an American culture Philippine setting. So this uncle of mine was, really well off, and we lived in Ayala, Alabang. Then, as in talahib pa yung Ayala, Alabang, nandun na kami. But even if we had the money, The way, because he was in the military before, very, very intelligent man, a certified public accountant. He trained us in such a way na kahit meron kaming mga helpers, meron enough money for us. He trained us in such a way na when we lose it, we know how to live. Kumbaga, kahit mawala man yung money, yung riches and all, we know how to work, we know how to survive. That's why when we were growing up, kasama ko yung mga anak niya and cousins ko, we had our own chores. And one of this, and ang grabe ang exposure ko sa uncle ko nito because I got into so many things. I got into sports, I got into swimming, everything. Even as young as 6 years old, I was already competing sa swimming competitions. And then I got into the tennis, naging national player rin ho alongside with the sister of Dayan Castillejo, which is Nina Castillejo. So I was really into so many things. And ang, ang, ang character ko is I'm more of like perfectionist, but I'm never afraid to explore, you know. But when I get into something, I really make sure I'm the best. So yun yung when I grew up with them, it really helped me. But how did I get to a place wherein at 16, sobrang independent na ako? So, because sobrang close ako sa lola at lola ko, my grandfather died a year before my grandmother passed away, yung lola ko. And just before high school graduation, I think 7 days, yeah, 7 days before I graduated, nawala yung lola ko. And my lola meant a lot. And really talking about this kind of is right now is I feel better because it's been like 27 years, but it was so painful because she was like my mom and all. So um, she passed away when I was about to graduate, and I hated it because of the fact that he wouldn't she wouldn't see me up there. You know, I wasn't valedictorian and all because I wasn't into studying in high school. I was more focusing on competing in a swimming competition, the national player and all. I was into sports. Sobrang wala akong ginawa kundi mag-sports ng high school. But so my rebellion at that time was meaning kasi nga nagalit ako, nawala yung lola ko, hindi pa ako nag-graduate, so I decided to you know, live on my own. So that's basically my story. Because of the fact that I was raised up by an American uncle, I knew I would be able to survive in the Philippines. So yeah, like I said, I studied international school nga ako eh. I studied first I think I studied Mascom and that's in Saint School. But my dad said, you know, just get into something that you really like, and at that time sobrang in demand ng comp sci. So I went to AMA Computer College. And so, you know, I did AMA, and then after that I kind of like stopped for a while and then finished it, and I said I want to get into business. And then there you go, there was a scholarship offered. I got into the night college. So during those times, I was already working different jobs, okay? Different jobs. And you will understand why I'm telling you my story, okay? There's a reason why I'm saying all of these. Because I wanted to show you what I've been through and why I'm saying that an online entrepreneur is still the best thing that anyone could be doing or being into, you know. So when I was in the night college, I was working at Pizza Hut, and I actually ended up at a call center, and then nagpunta kami sa Pizza Hut, and I was enjoying it. But then yung best friend ko, yung dad niya, he says, come on and help me with marketing because I've always been into marketing. So next thing you know, I was marketing seafoods because he was an engineer, blah, blah, blah. He was building backyard ice banks in different parts of the Philippines. So I was marketing the seafood. Next thing you know, I was going from one province to another because I was setting up a buying station of every seafood. So I went all over the Philippines. Next thing you know, because of the fact that I know that I want to have my business because I've experienced the 8 to 5 job or the call center and being a service crew in Pizza Hut. I said no. I really believe that entrepreneurship is going to be the way. If you have to have business, if I want to have more money and then have my own time because apparently I don't like having a boss. It's not that I have a problem with submission, but I want freedom. The reason why I'm freedom because, like I said, at 16, I was basically doing things on my own, and I didn't even have to kind of like submit to anyone because my grandparents, they're not here in on Earth, and then and so forth and so on. So yeah, the story goes like I got into export. I had my own business. Next thing you know, I wanted more. Okay, so uh, it's just a lot. I earned a lot. I think at 24, I was already a millionaire. I made a lot of money in the export business, but I was searching for more. So I said I want to go to the States. But nung States ako, graduate ako ng business management, and then I said, okay, how do I get to the States? At that time, there are only two ways. It's either nursing or teaching job. I said I cannot do nurse. Hello, I'm so afraid of all this blood and all, but I cannot do any medicine stuff. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do teaching, which I know I have so much passion about because passion for teaching others what I know. So took up educational units and then psychology courses, and then the next thing you know, I got into special education and I finished my master's degree. But then it doesn't stop there. I had to take up international tests and look for jobs, blah blah blah. I went through an agency. The first agency I went to, I got swindled or something or scammed, whatever. I lost like $4,000-5,000. So yeah, going through all of these, um, it's a whole journey. It's a whole journey, and looking back, every time I imagine all the things that I've been through, I almost like wanted to quit, you know. But because I have so much passion for what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the States. I wanted to explore. It was like, quote, an American dream. And I said, there's nothing in this world that I would want to do and not work for it. And I know I could get it. So um, I realized that when I was in the Philippines, hindi talaga kayo pwede magkaroon ng financial freedom ng paycheck to paycheck. Okay? And because I've done it, you know. I mean, I imagine working in an asset management forex in Ayala Avenue, and for like a year, all you do is you spend so much for your clothes and all, and yet you only what at that time getting 25,000 pesos. It wasn't still enough. It was big already, like for the call centers and all, but still, the financial freedom. It's not just the buying power, having a financial freedom or the freedom that you can do whatever you want at a specific time. If you wanted to, there are days na nagigising ka lang na gusto mong matulog lang, but you couldn't because you have a boss waiting for you. Otherwise, you won't have a pay, no work, no pay. So, yes, I experienced that. Alam ko yung feeling na you're in an 8 to 5 job and you just so hate your boss and you just so hate that you so hate your job and you just don't want to do it anymore. So that's why I said even in the Philippines, I've always been an advocate of entrepreneurship. Dahil naniniwala talaga ako na for one to reach financial freedom, kailangan talaga may business. So even before pa na hindi pa ako nasa internet marketing, naniniwala na talaga ako na kailangan magka-business ka if you want to enjoy the financial freedom. And it's not just really, like I said, it's not just the buying power. It's ang financial freedom. It's being able to enjoy your time with your friends, with your family. It's like, for example, mga single moms. I mean, I can relate to you, single moms. And daming single moms, not just in the States, but in the Philippines. And don't you wish that sometimes you just wake up in the morning and you can spend time with your kids? But you can't because you're a single mom, ikaw lang kasama ng mga anak mo. Iiwan sila sa yaya or sa lola, sa nanay mo, whoever. That's the struggle. That's the difference. Okay? And we will go through that. The 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 heartaches and the pains and the struggles of just having an 8 to 5 job and you're boxed. Not to mention na maliit lang ang sweldo. You know, I experienced that before na hindi mo pa nasisweldo, ubos na yung sisweldohin mo because marami kang backlog, marami kang utang, kailangan bayan. Pagdating ng sweldo mo, dadaan lang, wala kang savings. Diba? Wala. Because kulang. Okay? Now, kung kumuha ka naman ng dalaw-dalawang jobs, talagang mamamatay ka na talaga, you know? I was just telling this person. And this leads me to why it is so important that I really share and teach people this online business. Because marami sa inyo dyan na, you know, all your life you've been working for your family, halos wala ka ng life. All you do is to help your family, give your money. And I'm talking, I know, on top of my head right now, just not to mention all my friends that I know, but just the people in APA. And I'm looking at you right now. Yes, you. Na meron kang, well, all you do is to please your parents. All you do is to love them because mahal mo sila. You want to give them the best. But it seems like it's not enough. And yet, nagkaroon ka ng family and still you have that kind of like guilt or maybe feeling, not guilt, but also because you love your parents and you want to take care of them. Instead of you focusing on building for your family, nahahati ngayon. But what is 25,000 pesos for a regular income in the Philippines? It's not enough, and it will never be enough. And that's why I read all your messages in my Facebook, and I could relate because I've been in that situation wherein dalawa na nga, tatlong jobs. Look, I was what? Running my own business, okay? Aside from this expert business, later on I had a school, like a review center for mga IELTS, the nurses whoever wants to go to a different country. I had my own business. I worked in a call center and I was teaching. It did not give me the financial freedom that I wanted. It gave me a lot of money. Yeah, sure. But whenever I really needed, you know, time for myself or for something that I wanted to do, it limited me. Okay? But I was good at it. You know, tayong mga women, excuse me guys, but the women are so good in multitasking. We are really tough and we are really trained. We just have that like inner ability that we're able to handle different tasks. But still, I said to myself, no, I think this is not gonna work. So, tell me, Renz, kapag 30 minutes now, okay? Just let me know pag 30 minutes na. You there? Okay, so anyway, um, the, napaka-importante ko sabihin sa inyo, Empower People Academy leaders, especially, and family, that itong pinapasok ng Empower People Academy is really promoting, or I'm an advocate nga, is promoting entrepreneurship. In this case, it's an online entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, meaning you have your own business online for you to be able to really reach the financial freedom. So, alam niyo naman na I went to the States. I was earning what, $4,500, $5,000, and yet it didn't really give me the financial freedom that I want. I had other jobs too. I had another business when I got there. Kakarating ko pa lang sa Amerika, 3 months pa lang, nagbabalik buying boxes na ako. As if marami akong pinapakain. I was just single. I was the only Filipina single woman who was there. Kaya nga sabi ng mga Pinoy doon, ano man tong si Joy Kalinga, because that's my last name before I got married. Trabaho ng trabaho, wala naman siyang, kasi dati wala akong boyfriend. Wala naman siyang pamilyang, sinusuportahan, ganyan. Tapos wala naman siyang asawa pa, walang anak, ganyan. So, kaya nag-unahan silang i-set up ako talaga. So that's where I met my husband. But anyway, I'm not gonna get into that love story. So, yeah, even in America, kung mapapansin nyo, it's not really gonna be enough to be on an 8 to 5 job. It's not. It's not going to give you the financial freedom or even the freedom that you need. Freedom in all aspects of your life, mentally, emotionally, physically, and of course, in your finances. It's not. So with Empower People Academy, that will teach you how to build a solid business online, this will help you. This will really help you because gone are the days of Industrial Revolution, and I will explain to you that later. Okay? It hurts me to know na marami sa ating mga Pilipino, and just looking at the messages of EPA family, na kailangan nyo mag-work kasi ganito, kasi ganyan, yung asawa nyo, hindi kulang, alam mo yun, yung isa naman talagang gusto niya talagang patay na yung sarili niya, na as in kung pwede yung 24/7 magtrabaho siya para sa family. It hurts me because when you do this, guys, you are working hard and harder, okay? What EPA is going to teach and what we are going to teach is that instead of you working harder, you have to work what? Smarter. And these days, once you learn this online business, you will realize that, man, this is the answer to unemployment. This is the answer for those single moms na nasa bahay lang sila and yet they don't have any job. This is the answer for a single dad na naiwan sa kanya yung mga anak niya and yung asawa nila nasa ibang bansa. This is the answer for OFWs na sobrang ang layo-layo nila sa pamilya nila. Nagpapakamatay sila magtrabaho para sa kanilang mga anak at pamilya. So, I am going to stop there. Because I think may 30 minutes now. I'm not so sure. Maybe I should ask Jeff.
Hello, ma'am.
May 30 minutes na ba?
Okay lang, ma'am. Madali lang naman hati-hatiin ko yun.
Okay. So, sige. So, hindi muna tayo maghahati. So, okay. Let's go to the Industrial Revolution. What do I mean by Industrial Revolution? During the 21st century, or the Industrial Revolution rather, even actually Industrial Revolution way back pa, 20th century, where we were taught that, okay, you have to study, and then when you finish school, then you get to have a good job, and then you will have money, and then you'll be happy. Okay. To tell you honestly, that industrial revolution where we were taught na mag-aral ka, and para mag-aral ka, magkakatrabaho ka, and then you get an 8 to 5 job, and then blah, blah, blah. It's gone. Hindi na tayo nandyan sa era na yan. It's the internet age. It's the 21st century age. Okay? Look, sobrang ang educational system natin ay naka-pattern sa America, right? To the point na right now, even to become a teacher, you have to have in some good schools, hindi na enough na mag-master's degree ka. Kailangan meron kang PhD. Am I correct? So, tumataas ang qualifications, and everything. So, and yet, it's not enough. And it's hard to keep up with the qualifications kasi ang mahal-mahal ang tuition fee. And it'll take you forever. Diba? Like, let's just say, for example, during the, when was this? 2007. Around 2007, 2006. Where a lot of the people in the Philippines were trying to get into the nursing, nursing courses, right? If you could remember that. Yung marami akong mga kilala na pinangutang pa nila, sinanlaan nila yung mga lote, lupa, whatever, para lang mapag-aral nila yung mga anak nila sa nursing school. And then, only to find out pagdating ng 2007-8, yung mga ganun mga nandun ako, nasa Amerika na ako nun. Nagkaroon ng retrogression actually. Wherein, nag-stop ng hiring ang America. And I could feel the discouragement and painful na pinag-aral nila yung anak nila for so many years. Okay? Just look at the scenario. Pinag-aral nila yung mga anak nila. Ang hirap-hirap ng nursing. Kasi tingnan mo, anything that has to do with medicine, kaya ayoko ng medicine kasi, kanya-kanyang role yan. I can do anything in this world, wag lang doctor and nurse. Why? Because, for one, pag nag-intern ka, wala ka ng panahon para sa family. Wala ka ng panahon para sa mga kaibigan mo. Wala kang panahon para kumain ng maayos. Why? Because ang best friend ko dito sa Canada, doktor to. Best friend ko siya for 20 years. Alam ko kung paano siya nung intern siya, nung nag-pre-med, tapos nag-internship siya, tapos whatever. Halos magkakasama kami tatlo Tatlo kami best friends. Ako yung niluto ng maaga for her. She wakes up at 4 and everything. Alam ko yung feeling na yun. Minsan natatawa ako sa kanya kasi mas gusto pa niyang matulog sa kumain. You know what I'm saying? Yung hirap na dinanas ng mga dumaan sa nursing school only to find, nag-board exam sila, only to find out na nagsara ang Amerika. Saan sila napunta, guys? Sa call center, right? Halos lahat ng mga nurses na hindi makapunta sa Amerika napunta sa call center. Okay? So, with the 21st century, with the internet age, with you learning this business, the only thing that you really need to do and really have is a computer and an internet. Right now, you're saying smartphones or your phones. And then you start up, cost maybe less than $100 kasi magbabayad ka ng internet or magbabayad ka ng whatever, cafe, whatever. Pero, if you focus on doing this business for 6 months to a year, because I did it for 6 to 8 months, But sabihin na natin conservatively, you focus on doing this for 6 months and 1 year. Instead of you magdi-degree ka ng doctor, whatever, comsci or whatever. I'm not saying you don't have to study, guys. But really, sa 3 months, sa 6 months, everything, if you learn this business, wow, you can exponentially really. I mean, if you're earning zero, if you're earning 20,000 pesos with this business, you can go and leap from that, from here to there. It will not take you forever. It will not. But I'm not saying that you can, pwede kayong maging millionaire just one day. The next day, millionaire ka na. No. Maraming mga gurus dyan na nagtuturo na, okay, you just do this and, you make money, blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. There's no shortcuts in this business. But really, once you learn this business, you're going to realize, man, I've worked so hard. The only thing that I needed to do is to work smarter instead of harder. And that's why my message today, guys, is when you come to EPA, ihanda nyo yung sarili nyo. Now, yes, a little bit, you're still going to be work a little bit harder, but it's not going to be as hard as a construction worker or working for 24 hours. But smarter. Smarter in the sense that gagamitin mo yung resources. Gagamitin mo yung mga matututunan mo sa EPA. Instead of nagpapakamatay ka na, tatrabaho ka ng 8 to 5, tapos papasok ka na naman ng 9 ng gabi hanggang 5 ng umaga. Yes, I'm talking to you. If you are watching me, you are trying to kill yourself and you are doomed. You know why? Because I've done that before. I'm talking based on my experience. I've experienced a lot in the Philippines. 3 jobs. Did it give me financial freedom? No. I got into America. I still did the same thing. Did it give me any financial freedom? No. Yes, I had money, but it's not the freedom, not financially free. Subjective yan eh. But to me, financial freedom is not just the buying power. It's not just having the money to buy anything that you need. It's being able to spend with your family every time you want. It's being able to travel. Hindi may isip, but where's my money? At paano naman ako magpapaalam sa boss ko? Paano ako mag-file ng leave of absence? Kaka-Christmas lang. Paano yan? Kailangan mong trabaho. No. So this is what I'm saying. Ialis nyo na. Eradicate. Alisin nyo yung tinuro sa atin. Kailangan mo talagang mag-aral. I'm not saying hindi mo kailangan mag-aral, okay? But don't get it twisted. But this is the internet age. Kahit ang anak ko at 4 or 5 years old right now, she can survive. When she starts blogging and putting all these pictures in everywhere, and then I teach her how to monetize that site. She's going to have her own Amazon store, and I will teach that inside Empower People Academy. How do you sell on Amazon? What do you sell on Amazon that gives you an income of $5, $10, $15, $20,000 to $50,000 a month? To a point wherein you reach a certain level wherein you don't even have to touch it. All you have to do is to order online from China, and then it goes to Amazon, and Amazon packs to all the customer service, and all you need to do is look at your phone and say, okay, Amazon says, I'm down with inventory, so I'm going to order again. And yes, it is doable, and it's possible to have an autopilot business. Ain't that wonderful? This Amazon business, not a lot of people want to teach this. And I learned this business and invested $4,000 just to learn all of these. And people would ask me, why are you going to even teach it? Ang hirap kaya ituro niya, no? Because I know the Filipinos, once you learn this business, itong business lang ito, you'll forget the rest of the other businesses in this world. Because you're going to say, wow, one setup, that's it. And the thing is, we have the sources: China, Hong Kong, Singapore, Thailand, 168 Divisoria, right? I mean, you can private label your products and just send it to Amazon. The next thing you know, you're just selling toys, you know? So, uh, that's basically it that I wanted to say to you guys. First part is that we're now in the 21st century. Wala nang excuse. If you're a musician, you have the YouTube, you have iTunes to launch your business, your album. If you're an innovator, if you're a designer, an inventor, in EPA, we're going to teach you crowdfunding. That's one of the secret sauce of Empower People Academy. Is ano bang crowdfunding? This is, for example, I'm a designer or an inventor, may invention ako. But it will require a lot of capital. But I have the project study, I have all. So what I do is that I'm going to put it up there online on a platform where people could see my project. And what happens is that crowdfunding, meaning the funds are going to come from the crowd from different parts of the world or through the internet, then you're going to get your money in just like 30 days. No sweat. But you have to do it the right way. And there's a way to do it. Now, the beauty of this is not Empower People Academy. We're not just going to teach you how to nominate your project, kung paano mo gagawin yung project. We're going to teach you may template. Okay, ito yung gagawin nyo, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me for saying the blah, blah, blah. I'd rather not say blah, blah, blah. But what I'm saying is step 1, step 2, step 3, may template. And then, of course, we teach you crowdfunding. The ones that are going to teach are the experts who've been there, done that, and they're really good at it. Believe me. Now, they teach you crowdfunding. Now, that's not the only thing. I actually am designing a platform wherein you learn the crowdfunding and I provide you, EPA will provide you the platform kung saan nyo ino-nominate, kung saan nyo ipopost. And here's the platform. Here you are, you nominate your project, and here's the platform. And then, and aside from that, we have the sources like the 500 Fortune companies, the sponsors from different companies, the different organizations, the different businesses who is willing to fund your projects. And we connect you guys, the sponsors, and the platform. How powerful is that? That is what I mean, or what I learned from the king when he said, teach them, yes, give them the fish, but it won't. And I did that many years. EPA is going to teach you how to fish, where to get the fish, and how to sell the fish. With this crowdfunding that we're going to teach you, okay, does it apply to anyone? Yes. If you're a nonprofit at wala kayong pera, you need a hospital, or you want a water project, water system, whatever you want, you nominate your project and we teach that. You put it on our platform and then we connect you to the people. That's exactly what I'm saying. That teaching how to fish, teaching them where to get the fish, and how to sell the fish. And that's going to be a breakthrough. Okay, is it just for nonprofit inventors? No, if you're a musician, if you're a writer, if you have any talent, mga henyo, mga genius dyan, tayo mga Pinoy, any project that you can think of, or even your health problems, wala kang pera, it's no more excuse. So, is it going to be easy? No, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be simple. That's different. Simple because we've laid down the blueprint. Merong step 1, step 2, step 3. Sobrang simple. But it's not going to be easy. Because I always say you still have to do the whole 9 yards. You still have to do the work. You have to implement the steps. You cannot stare like this. Stare at step 1, step 2, step 3. No, you have to follow it, guys. You have to follow. And I can almost guarantee you guys that when you do follow the steps, you will get the results. But don't just look at it. Don't just say, okay, I want to, follow today and then tomorrow, hindi na pwede. Okay, let me just tell you kung paano ko create ang Empower People Academy course. Okay, all the courses here are not just me lang. Okay, like I said, I leverage. That's what I do. Pinoy. Haha. Yabang, no? No, ano lang naman to eh. Tayo-tayo lang naman to mga Pinoy. What I do is I leverage people. So, yung lahat ng iba't ibang klaseng type of business, meron tayong mentor. At ang mga kinuha ko and invite ko sa Empower People Academy are the ones who are already there for many years, experts, at the same time, who has the heart, okay? Who has the credibility, who has a very good integrity. Hindi ako kumuha ng talagang sira ang pangalan nila. No, I've worked with these people. And these people, because somehow I've invested goodwill, meaning nakagawa ako ng mga mabuti ng mga panahon ng araw ng mga 2 to 3 years ago. At wala akong hinihing kapalit sa kanila. And then, nung time na laman nila na magtatayo ako ng Empower People Academy, lalo na yung legends of network marketing, si Lisa Grossman, si Curtis, si Diane Hoffman, yung mga yan, si Ronen. These are the people na halos hindi ko na, hindi nagdalawang isip. They're very, very busy people. And I showed to you guys, yung leaders, pinakita ko sa inyo yung chat namin kahapon ni Lisa Grossman, nasa Hong Kong na siya. So from the States, nasa Hong Kong siya, sabi niya, I can help you more. Yung gusto mo, gagawin lang ng Divisoria ang Hong Kong and Philippines, ang lapit-lapit lang. And they're gonna join us pag-uwi ko, February or March, first week. Then we have a lot of things to do, guys. So may mga mentors. Hindi lang talaga ako. I leverage. I make use of them. That's how I do it. So yung mga mentors na nasa EPA, they're, like I said, hindi pipitsugin to. May mga mentors dyan na kailangang bayaran pa ng mga $5,000 to $10,000, guys. Yung crowdfunding, napakamahal ng mga experts na yan. Pero alam ko, sulit naman yan. Sulit dahil makakatulong talaga sa Filipinos. So, dun sa crowdfunding, ang plano ko dyan is we're going to have the first crowdfunding summit in the Philippines this year. Wherein itong mga experts na to, magkakaroon tayo ng one day and lahat sila will, on each category, whether for film directors, entertainment, business people, non-profit and all, merong expert na mag-share ng kanilang mga expertise. And then, hindi lang yung i-share, they're gonna tell you where to get the money. Okay? Because it's not enough that they teach you. Much more, it would be better if they show you where to get the money. Okay? So, secret lang, ha? Secret hangout. I am a bit crazy. One thing that you have to know about me, I'm so transparent. Kung ano yung mood ko yung makikita nyo. So today, I'm happy. Like last night, nahirapan talaga akong huminga. Ha? As in, 4 a.m. na nagtatrabaho pa ako. So talagang, I had the chest pain. So, but naagapan naman. I had my meds, I had my oxygen and also. Yeah, God loves me. Hindi ko pa time, right? Kasi marami pa kayong dyan nagdadasal for me. And thank you so much. So, let me end this because I want this to be uploaded. And let's get back to each other again. Okay? Renz, meron pa kasi akong isang topic and I just want to get off of it. Pero before that, teka muna. Gusto niyo magsalita, guys? Salita muna kayo. Dahil meron akong mga taong gustong kung mag-share sila ng kanilang mga experience nila. Tungkol sa 8 to 5 job. Okay. Sino gusto magsalita sa inyo? Mag-share na kayo ng experience. Si Ram. Ang isang OFW, may experience siya paano, magtrabaho sa ibang bansa. Ram, nandiyan ka ba?
Hi, mommy. How are you? Hi.
Ram? Hi. Wala kang picture.
Kailangan pa po talaga ng picture. Huwag na lang kaya. Actually, tayo sa
Hindi ko masyado marinig eh.
Ayan, okay.
Okay. Teka. Let me just end this and then balik na lang tayo, okay? Okay, guys, this is Joy Heartwell, the founder of Empower People Academy. Thank you for this Hangout Part 1, okay? Bye!
Pero wala. Nakaka-echo. Ibang kumain mo. Diyan pa. Si Erwin ako. Oh. No. Si Erwin ako. CR. CR muna ako. Walang signal sa CR. Tatai ako. Ayan, pati pagkain. Tatai ako. Ano? Sabi mo? Diyan ka lang. Diyan ka lang. Diyan ka lang. Lalabas ha.